what's going on, man? It's your boy Hoove. Today's video is going to be about the NBA Cup today. It is Tuesday. We've only got 2 games of the NBA Cup today, but both of them should be very good in 2 competitive games. So far this NBA Cup, we've seen a lot of lower scoring competitive games all around. Lots more defense, a lot less offense. This is because teams are trying a lot harder. They're intending to win. And it's not just a regular season game to these guys. There's serious money on the line. $500,000 for every bench player if they win. That is huge money, huge incentives, and they need to win these games today. I'm going to be breaking down the best picks and the best things you need to know in order to win in your NBA Cup picks today. Now, let's first start out with this injury report because this is important for us to know who we're going to play and where the potential rotations will come in these Cup games. First, Heat versus Magic. Both these teams are really interesting because the Magic play with a much slower pace than normal, and the Heat play with a much higher tempo, fast pace, highest in the NBA. So this could be a really interesting game, could cause the Magic to really go up and down. Franz Wagner is out, okay? He got a high ankle sprain just the other night. I don't see him being back for a couple weeks. And then Mo Wagner's been out all season. Paolo is back, though, and I think he's going to have to bolster a lot of the load tonight if the Magic are going to have a chance to win this game, alongside guys like Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, and Wendell Carter's going to have a monster. On the other side of the ball, on the Miami Heat side, Davion Mitchell is questionable against the Thunder. So is Larson as well. Drew Smith still day-to-day as well. And then Tyler Hero with his toe is probable tonight. The news that'll be really important is if Davion Mitchell plays. If he does play, obviously Tyler Hero's assist line doesn't make any sense. But if he doesn't play, Tyler Hero will probably slot into the point guard position. And last year, if you guys watch any of the games that he played, he did distribute the ball quite a bit. So we're going to kind of want to navigate and wait and watch those injury reports to decide if we're going to actually play against or for that assist spot. A couple of highlights on what these defenses allow. To the center position, the Heat are giving up the 3rd most rebounds. To the center position, the Magic are giving up the 5th most blocks. To shooting guards, the Heat are giving up the 10th most points and the 4th most rebounds and the 9th most three-pointer attempts. This could be interesting for Desmond Bane here, as I said. They're also giving up the 27 points per game to point guards, 9th in the league, and 8.3 rebounds per game to the point guard position, which is going to be 2nd in the league, and number 1 in assists to point guards, 10.5 per game. These are pretty big numbers. Jalen Suggs could be in a huge workload without Franz Wagner here to be that really big distributing guard. If not him, Anthony Black, another guy who's been slotting in with a lot of minutes as well. Definitely keep an eye on that. Heat are also giving up the 7th most threes to the small forward. Tristan Da Silva could be in a really, really, really great spot here for three-pointers. The Magic are also giving up the 4th most points to shooting guards, which means Norman Powell could have a big night, especially if Tyler Hero is slotted that point guard position. If not, you could expect Tyler Hero to be the guy, and he could definitely score quite a bit. They're also giving up the 10th most points to point guards. Davion Mitchell, if he plays, could be in a good spot to score the ball as well. My play in this game is going to be Jaime Jaquez over 9.5 points. I absolutely love this spot for Jaime. He comes off the bench on this team, but he has been getting usage out of this world. They love him. He's their 6th man. If Davion Mitchell doesn't go, Jaime's in a huge, huge, huge role to absolutely crush tonight. He's also over in 7 of 8 head-to-head versus the Orlando Magic. I think this dude could have a fucking field day. He's coming off a 27-point performance just the other game, and he's over this line in 20 of 23 so far this season. Now, I also believe a lot of people are going to be very, very high on Jalen Suggs today. As I mentioned before, they're giving up a ton of assists and rebounds to the point guard position. But a guy who's going to fly under the radar, in my opinion, today is Anthony Black. He's been absolutely smoking his rebound department in the last couple of games, including an 8-rebound game against the Heat earlier. I think I could potentially ladder up his rebounds today. I'm going to take a look at it, probably going to play it. If you guys want to look at that, I highly recommend it. He's trending very, very hard in the upward direction right now. And on top of that, must-win game. No Franz Wagner. Those guys are going to get more minutes. Anthony Black will play a lot today. He's also a great defender, and he rebounds just well in general. And he can score. They're going to need some scoring on the court. No offense to Jalen Suggs. Sometimes he can score. Sometimes he's a walking brick. So I like Anthony Blackboards. I think it's a really nice spot today. I'll probably be looking to pair that up with something else if I can. In this game, if it's the Heat or the Magic, I really like the Heat here. No Franz Wagner. Paulo's not 100% healthy and in his groove yet. He probably won't see 35 minutes like he normally would in a regular season game. Just don't know that they have the firepower to actually keep up here. The Heat like to play a fast tempo. It's sitting at minus 118. It is in Orlando, which does make it a little tougher, but I think the Heat are the right read here. Before we get into the second game of the slate today, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. Turn these videos up so I can continue to do them for you. We lost our TikTok account, so I will be doing these every single day, 365 days a year now. Also, if you guys are not on any of these platforms yet, there's a free square today. Underdog, ChalkBoard, or Sleeper. Use code HOOVE. Now, before we get into the rest of the video in the next game, I do want to talk about something that's super important for you guys to be aware of. There are some massive deals and massive platforms giving you opportunities to instantly double your bankroll right now. First up is Onyx. If you guys are not on Onyx, it's available in almost every state. Use code HOOVE, and when you get on and you put in at least 10, you get 100 in free picks plus 15 just for signing up. The second one you guys need to make sure you're aware of is NoVig. It's also available in a bunch of states and it has the best lines across any platform in the entire market right now. When you use code HOOVE and you spend 5, you get 50. Now let's jump into the Knicks versus Raptors game. This one should be a lot of fun to watch. No Landry Shamet for the Knicks and no Miles McBride. He got ruled out last night. That means a lot of the scoring will have to come from the other guards, Brunson, Bridges. We might even see OG get a little bit busy. Josh Hart's actually been shooting the ball really efficiently so far this year. On Karl-Anthony Towns, he is questionable. Don't know if he plays or not yet. It is a cup game, so I'd expect him to get up and play. Obviously, we can't be guaranteed on anything at this point in the season. It's early, but I think Towns will play. We'll have to wait and see. If he doesn't, Mitchell Robinson will slide in a bunch. They might go small ball, run OG at the 5 and run Hart in the lineup at the power forward. There's a lot of opportunities for what they could do there. For the Raptors, Shaheed is questionable. If he doesn't play, Quickly is going to be in line for more potential assist opportunities. Same with a guy like maybe Scotty Barnes. RJ Barrett's still out at least one more week. He'll have to get reevaluated then. And Jamison Battle's also doubtful for today. When we look at some of the best matchups for these games, we're looking at Scotty Barnes giving up, the Knicks are giving up 10th most points to the power forward position, 3rd most threes. Scotty Barnes does like to shoot threes against specifically this team. So you could see him maybe knocking down a couple. You also have a great matchup here for the shooting guard position against the Knicks, 6th most points given up. The Raptors are giving up the 4th most to power forwards. OG could be in a good spot there. Rebounding wise, the Raptors are giving up the 8th most to small forwards. Mikal Bridges has been rebounding very well this season. Maybe a good spot for him or even Josh Hart off the bench, as I said before. They're also giving up the 9th most threes to the small forward position and the 5th most to the power forward position. So a lot of opportunities for some threes in this game, as there really are some good spots overall for that side. My favorite play from this side of the ball right now is going to be Brandon Ingram's RA at 8.5. I love this spot for him. He's over in 2 of 3 head-to-head. He's over in almost every game so far this season without RJ Barrett. The only games he's missed, he's had about 17 potential RA opportunities. We need about a 50% conversion rate. I know that's not insanely ideal, but this Knicks team does give up a lot of threes. So when BI gets it to the wing, he's going to have a lot of kick opportunities. They're just going to have to knock down shots. Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't play. This also is going to open up the paint and make it pretty, open on pick and rolls. I don't know if Cat doesn't play. He might not. I assume he plays, though. Either way, Brandon Ingram is in a great spot without RJ. He's been rebounding incredibly well without him. He had 19 rebound chances just 2 games ago. If BI is active and crashing the glass and this game stays competitive, I think BI clears this line tonight. He was also an assist machine to start the season. Shaheed is also going to be out more than likely, like I said earlier. Increased assist opportunities. Where are they going to go? Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly, Brandon Ingram. More opportunities, more RA chances. I love the spot. And now when you're asking me about long shots here in this game, one guy that I think could be potentially a great long shot to play early, Mitchell Robinson. Without Karl-Anthony Towns in the game, Mitchell Robinson's opportunities are going to skyrocket. Even if he does play, though, he's getting enough minutes where there's a chance to play his rebounds at maybe, 6, 7, something like that. But I do think he's in a great spot, especially if Cat ends up sitting out. Overall, pretty hard not to like him here tonight in the spot with all the factors. Thank you guys so much for watching through this video. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on, make sure your noties are on. Don't miss out on another video, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.